What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Anslime Sean back again, and we have some major news about MLB The Show 21 that came out over the last couple days. If you missed the calendar update we got yesterday, I'll throw it up on the screen now. As you can see, it says we're getting a new collection coming Friday. At that time, we didn't really know what it entailed, what it meant. It had just been a small addition to collections. They gave us some packs, but SDS tweeted out today some more about the collection. They gave us the hint. I'll throw that up on the screen now too. You can see the hint. We have multiple stadiums overlaid. These are all classic stadiums in the game. Maybe that means something. Maybe it doesn't. I guess we'll find out come Friday. But more importantly, they did mention that there will be a big player reward as part of that collection. So we know we're getting a player reward. We know collections in the legends and flashbacks are being expanded come Friday. The reward's probably going to be one of the best cards in the game, I would imagine. But let's talk about it. Let me show you what I'm doing to prepare for this collection so I can be ready come Friday to both make stubs and be able to knock out this collection. So let's talk about how this legends and flashback collection has worked in the past. In 20, these collections got expanded around September, August, maybe even a little bit later than that. And for finishing each of these different series, for example, let's look at the veteran. If you collected X amount of veterans, you got a voucher. And with that voucher, if you got enough of those, you were able to put that towards getting 99 overall Mike Trout. In addition to voucher, there were some individual player cards as well. In this game, that would be similar to having Chipper has his own part of a collection, or Jackie or something like that. So that could be possible. That could be part of it as well. But essentially, come Friday, these collections are going to expand. Right now, we can see to finish the awards collection, you needed one card. You just need one of these cards. You get your show pack. You're done with it. On Friday, that will not be the case. This will be expanded. There will be new collection requirements with this, and there will be player or multiple player rewards throughout the collection that you are able to earn. And these player cards that you're going to be earning are most likely going to be some of the best in the game. With how early we're getting it, we're probably getting multiple stages of this as well. So with the amount of legends and flashbacks they've added to the game, just look how many already breakout cards we have. I think it's possible that we're getting several stages of this legends and flashback collection, and that's probably how we're going to get some of the best cards in the game, like the new Clemente, Hank Aaron, nice 99 Pedro. Players like that are probably going to be coming from this type of collection. So you're definitely going to want to be prepared. You're going to want to be ready for Friday. You're going to want to have your cards ready. So let me go through and tell you my strategy about how I went and what cards I've been picking up to get prepared for Friday's collection. So the first thing I've done, I go to my inventory right here, and then I've gone down to the sets button right there. I've just tabbed over to flashbacks, and I've searched that from there. I'm going to search all the way down to 24. So we have 24 pages of flashbacks already, which is pretty crazy to think about. And essentially, I've been going through and picking up the ones I don't have. This Tyler Flowers right here, he was just introduced in the BR program. So haven't picked up him yet. I'm going to be grinding some BR tonight to get through that program and get those silver and gold players. If you want to watch that live, we'll be live on Twitch. Link down in the description below. It's going to be a vibe. But that BR program, I believe it gives you 8 packs, 4 golds, 4 silvers, plus the diamond at the end, plus the 12 and 0 card. So if you can get all the way through that BR program, that's another 10 legends and flashbacks you're adding to your inventory right there. So definitely recommend doing that. The event, of course, is going to give you another 2 awards players. There's not that many awards players out there at all. So if awards are needed, even if you just need 3, maybe 4, having another 2 from the event is definitely going to be worthwhile to you. But as you can see, I've been going through and essentially just picking up every single one of these cards that I can. Outside of some of these, I'm going to be targeting specifically in that BR path. A lot of these, most of these silvers and golds do come from that BR path. Essentially, all of these do. But that makes them pretty cheap cards to pick up. 2,000 subs, 2,300, 2,600, give or take, you know, a little bit of wiggle room here and there, but those make them relatively cheap to pick up. And if we're just needing pure quantity, right? If we just need as many veteran, as many breakout, as many rookie cards as we can get, being able to come in and pick up these silver ones, even these gold ones selling for 3,000, 4,000 stubs, even able to do those make a pretty solid dent in knocking out those collections. Those cards add up over time. That ends up being a ton of cards. Once you start adding in, of course, your pennant race rewards, your henchmen in the inning program, all of those type of cards, if you can come through and pick these up, especially these ones that aren't too terribly expensive, that is going to do quite a lot for you in making progress in the program. And you'll be able to at least have a solid foundation to work with, where you're able to identify what you need for those collections from there. Not to mention that with these cards being the cheapest, most inexpensive attainable for the collection, that's going to be the ones that people go to first. If somebody needs one card for the veteran collection, they're not going to go and buy a diamond for 20K when they can come buy Trey Mancini for 3,400. So it definitely makes a lot of sense that these cards, if we do see a price increase, it would come more from these lower tier gold, silver, bronze, flashbacks, and legends. They'll be more expensive. They'll be the first cards people target. So if you end up having more than you need and you were able to knock out the collection without locking in some of these, I imagine that their price goes up quite a bit on Friday as well, especially if the collection word is worthwhile and something people are truly wanting to go after. You're going to see these go up quite a bit. They happen in MLB 20, even though we knew the Trout collection was coming for several weeks, it seemed like. Even when that collection dropped, we had prices skyrocket that day as people were going through and picking up the cards that we needed. So I went through here. I even picked up a couple low diamonds that were just relatively cheap, like this Mazar right here. Just give me one more future star, especially with adding those TA2 cards. So that's going to be worthwhile. We're going to want to have TA2. We're going to want to be grinding that out relatively quickly, because I imagine future stars will be part of that collection. But I went ahead and picked up the 3 that are available right now. With another thing, Team Affinity 1, a lot of these cards, especially these gold ones, come from that TA1 stage, right? Because there's those gold packs within the divisional Team Affinity program. So those give you quite a bit. That is another 30 legends and flashbacks you can get from that. Plus you're getting the 42 series cards, of course. Those will probably be included in that collection as well. So you've gone through, you looked at all your flashbacks, you've picked up some ones you've identified that you think can be helpful. One right here, this Wainwright. One thing about postseason cards, there usually is not much of them available on the market. So postseason cards usually become some of the more desirable ones. I don't even have it. I'm tempted to just pick them up with all my stubs, but I'm holding out just a little bit to maybe see what I'm working with postseason wise. But once we've done flashbacks, right, we're going to come through, do the exact same thing for legends. We have 17 pages of legends, and look at all these bronze ones, right? There's several hundred stubs right now. They're not cheap to come in and pick up, but these bronze cards, these silver cards are going to be a lot cheaper than having to pick up diamonds or anything like that as you get going. So it's going to be worthwhile to pick up as many of these as possible. Some of these legend golds are a little more on the pricier side right now, so that is something to consider. Definitely got to spend some more stubs, but as you can see, essentially all of these cards we're looking at right here come from collections with the live series collection and the legend pack from the gold pack in Team Affinity. So you want to knock those out, have those done, because look at how many cards we've been able to pick up just from that. That's got me relatively prepared for collections. So now that I've gone through, I got my Team Affinity cards. I've earned all the non-sellable cards. That is a big key. Make sure you have all your non-sellable cards that you can have. Get your player programs done, do your conquests, do your starter missions, get all those knocked out so you can have the cards that the game is giving you for free. They're just, take it from me. It's yours. It's free. It's non-sellable, totally free. Make sure you have all those cards. Then from there, you can kind of look in. Okay, right now I have 6. I got 6 milestone cards. I feel pretty good about that. Second half heroes, I got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I would like a nice even 10, but I can pick up this VR from the VR program. So we're doing good there. Prime, I only got 1. So Prime's not going to be great for me. I could maybe pick up a Jason Bay, but please, Zach, AJ Burnett, I'm probably not going to be getting. Awards cards, only have 1 as well there. I need to try to maybe grind out, get this Nick Markakis or Observo Cabrera from the event. I'm at like 20 wins right now, so I can at least get one of those and have 2 awards cards. I can be somewhat prepared for that. 6 series, only 2 cards available. So I'm not worried about 6 series in the slightest. I don't know what usage it will have, but with only 2 cards available, not worried about that there. Monthly awards, got a fair amount of monthly award cards ready to go, and the main monthly awards just around the corner. Future stars, we're locked and loaded there. Got all 3 of those ready to attack TA2 and get the ones that I need from that. Postseason's usually pretty thin. I got a decent amount though. We got, what is that, 4, 7, 8, 9. Probably would like one more to get 10, but I'll pick up this Vita Blue from the BR program. So as you can see, the list kind of goes on and on. I've been making sure I'm prepared by picking up these. I mean, look how many bronzes for this veteran card. Under silver alone, look how many different cards you have. You have to collect 15, maybe 20. You can get half of those just from golds and silvers. You can get 20 cards right here just from golds and silvers, even more than that. That is going to save you a lot of stubs, and most of these cards are non-sellable as well, easily obtainable. You just have to go through and actually grind out and put in the time to do so. Same can be said for these all-star as well. Lots of cards that at that silver and gold range. Breakout rookie, pretty similar, but overall I've been making sure I can pick up as many of these as possible so that I prepare for Friday. That's going to be a major collection. I imagine some of the best cards in this game are going to be coming from this Legends and Flashback collection as they expand that. As you're going through these though, when you're looking to where to spin your stubs, I'd find somewhere where you are lacking. For me, of course, I'd say right now that's awards card. So again, I want to pick up that of Cabrera and Markakis. But let's say if we look at All-Star, maybe you only have like 4 or 5 All-Star cards and there's all these different All-Star cards. Maybe it's like, okay, let's put a little bit more focus on where I'm spinning my stubs, especially if we have limited stubs. Let's put a little bit more focus on some individual collections there where we have a little bit less cards than these other ones. If I have essentially every veteran card, I have a ton of veteran cards right now, right? I'm feeling pretty positive. Chris Davis, Jay Bruce wouldn't hurt. Tyler Flowers wouldn't hurt, but I'm not overly concerned picking them up because I have a ton of those. I'd rather pick up maybe another breakout card, maybe another all-star card, maybe another rookie card or postseason card on that front. So that's what we're looking at. It's tough to say exactly what our distinct approach would be because we don't know what this collection is going to look like. We don't know what it's going to entail. We don't know what it's going to have, what it's going to be, what it's going to be for. But we know that we can go through, get as many of these Legends and Flashbacks as possible and be ready to complete that collection. Another thing that they could do, a thought that I've had, the amount of Legends and Flashbacks they've been putting out this year, instead of having it based off the card type itself, rookie, breakout, all-star, veteran, it could be team-based as well. Collect 10 Yankees, Legends, and Flashbacks. Collect 10 Marlins, Yankees, and Flashbacks. So on and so forth. And then essentially mirroring the live series collection. That's something to think about as well. So if there's maybe one team where you don't have many Legends and Flashbacks from, not a bad idea potentially to go through and pick up a couple of those. Maybe a little too early for that as some teams still don't have a ton of cards, but something to think about, something to consider. They love throwing some curveballs at us, so we could definitely be getting a curveball on Friday. That does do it for today's video, though. Let me know what you're thinking about this new collection down in the comment section below. Let's talk about it. Let's chat about it. Let's share some ideas. What cards do y'all think we're going to be getting based off that teaser we got? As always, if you enjoyed this video, definitely be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Until next time, though, I'll catch y'all around.